It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Tennessee Titans and the Houston Texans. Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, they come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time.
I like this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down and incomplete. Second and 10 from the 25.
Hey!
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll look to throw now on first down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Alert! Alert! Alert!
They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans 35. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. We're hearing the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 6 catches, 63 yards.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. Curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field having one of their better days. But instead, it's game day, and they're moving the ball downfield on purpose.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They'll set up to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
We'll talk about a rhythm breaker right there. They've been moving the ball well. Drive it started beautifully. That one's going to hurt.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And that will be incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. It didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. The Titans sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They were losers their last time out, trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on 2nd. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be brought down just shy of 40. The first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now he opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Back to throw. Caught by Snead over the middle. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 31-yard line. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And again, the run defense stopped this time. And maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage with that ball. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. It's completed to Caldwell. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. So the completion results out in 9 yards. And another 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of the first. The Titans triumph, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end failing to convert on fourth.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Wagner.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Titans are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Partner, I think this one won't arrive very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and run the option left side. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. He's going to keep this again. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a 1st down. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And still about 3 yards shy of the first as the 50-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
He's ready.
They throw it out right complete, and he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of the 1st down. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. That's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wagner. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown. Oh, great effort there. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. These two teams met in Nashville earlier in the year with the Titans coming away victorious. So a win here in Houston will give them the season sweep. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and 1, and this defense can still salvage enough momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
The kick by Bass is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman. Hit our message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the 3rd quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it. They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that. To about the 33.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball, the ones in the huddle doing the trophy. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much. catch on 3rd and a yard. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Now that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but the line incomplete.
What we've seen so far in this game, they're not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. 57 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? It looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And I think the offense got it back. Yes, they did. At the 2-yard line is where they'll have it. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the 3rd quarter as well, and nearly lost the football. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. It's their quarterback. Scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Titans are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the 2nd half. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
The run there on 1st down, going to get him 5 up to the 30. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Wagner. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. They find some open field here. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's good for 21 yards on a 1st down. If they're going to try to complete this comeback, they need more runs like that from him because until that point, he's been virtually shut down.
And based on where they are right now in this game, you would expect the ball to be in the air. But his ability to break off those types of runs, you can get big chunk plays on the ground as well, and he just provided one.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. 3rd quarter, all tied up. up. This is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 12. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Back now here on EA Sports. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. Back to throw again. And he'll just get rid of it. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. They go play action here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So he stopped for no gain, and it's 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Tennessee getting the 1st down on a big play of 18 yards. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 83 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. I think it's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. So tackle him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he will have a Titans 1st down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows 1st down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they'll run on the inside handoff. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A solid stiff arm. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he will score! Touchdown, Titans! A great play there. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Houston's offense taking over again. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here's Pierce. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. They're going to clock a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines.
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Titans moving quickly here. They're in the line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Called in here, Caldwell. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. They'll look to throw again. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, There's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. So now the Texans down 24-17. At time, a huge factor. They've got to travel the full 75 yards, and time is obviously a huge factor here. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Back to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to pick up a 1st down here as that clock continues to run. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Wagner. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Steps away to his left. Well, they came so close, Charles. They were knocking on the door in a 1-possession game, but ultimately the defense held tough to get the victory.
And doesn't it feel like it just leaves them asking what could have been? So many moments when they could have had a big play to change the outcome of this game. And let's face it, none bigger than that final snap that just fell short.
So for the Titans, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Houston, the loss drops them back to 4-3.